Hi, my name is Silas. Welcome to This Means That. I'm very excited today to talk about a few of my favorite techniques for learning Spanish using songs in Spanish. It's absolutely one of my favorite ways to learn a language, and I can't wait to share it. Anything that you learn today also could be useful if you are a teacher of English to people who are learning English. Any of the techniques we use today to learn Spanish with a Spanish song, you could use to teach English with an English song. So I just think as a teacher, one of the very best things that we can do is to keep ourselves in the practice of learning another language so that we remember what it's like. So feel free to use anything here. There are a million ways to learn languages through music, and this is just one simple way to do it. We're going to use the classic Manu Chao song, Me Gustas Tú, and here we go. I am not a native speaker of Spanish, so if you hear any discrepancy in pronunciation between me and the song, go with the song. Okay, let's start by listening to the song a few times. I think it's valuable to learn the words, to learn the meanings of the sentences, and to learn the meaning of the message, the meaning of the song. Those three things. So as we listen to it a couple times, pick whichever of those seem most interesting to you, and we're just going to listen to the very first part of the very first verse.
Me gustan los aviones, me gustas tú. Me gusta viajar, me gustas tú. Me gusta la mañana, me gustas tú. Me gusta el viento, me gustas tú.
All right, let's go back and listen to it again. Whichever aspect of it was most interesting to you, go ahead and pay attention to that. The meaning of the words if you want, or the meaning of the sentences. Here we go.
Nicaragua. Me gustan los aviones, me gustas tú. Me gusta viajar, me gustas tú. Me gusta la mañana, me gustas tú. Me gusta el viento, me gustas tú.
All right, one trick I'd love to show you is up here in the upper right. You hit the gear for the settings, go to playback speed and 0.75 times. This will slow it down just a little bit so that you can pay more attention to the words.
11 de la noche en Managua, Nicaragua. Me gustan los aviones, me gustas tú. Me gusta viajar, me gustas tú. Me gusta la mañana, me gustas tú. Me gusta el viento, me gustas tú.
All right, let's leave it slowed down for the moment so that we can practice stuff. So we're going to go and learn the individual words to start with.
Nicaragua. Me gustan los aviones, me gustas tú.
So let's just start with the beginning. So repeat. Me gustan. What does it mean? I like. So it's color-coded. That's why it's this means that. Red means red, orange means orange, yellow means yellow, and so forth. No further code needed. Just if they have the same colors, they have the same meaning. Cool. Okay, so repeat. Los aviones. What does that mean? Airplanes. Let's keep going. Repeat. Me gustas. What does that mean? It means I like. And me gustas tú. What does that mean? I like you. Cool. As we go, for wherever you are in your process, you'll know if this is on the easy side for you, if it's on the difficult side for you. If you want a little more challenge, you can always swipe down from the top to cover over parts of it so you can't see what I'm saying or you can't see the meaning, or if you want to just close your eyes and do the test that way. If you want to make it a little easier for yourself, just always have the information right in front of you.
Me gusta viajar, me gustas tú. Nicaragua. Me gustan los aviones, me gustas tú. Me gusta viajar, me gustas.
I had to jump back to get this on the screen in front of us here, but that's good. It's a little extra repetition. Okay, so repeat. Me gusta. What does that mean? I like. Repeat. Viajar. What does that mean? To travel. Repeat. Me gustas tú. What does that mean? I like you. Cool. So as we go, some grammar questions may pop to mind, and you can pause to look something up or ask a teacher if you're working with a teacher. Sometimes you can just notice it, even if you don't have an explanation, and later through more examples, you can figure it out. So you may have noticed how the English phrase I like has 3 different versions so far. It has me gusta, me gustas, me gustan. And you might have additionally noticed me gusta seems to go here with a verb. Me gustas seems to go with you. And me gustan went with aviones. And we'll learn later that me gustan is when you like something that's plural, like airplanes.
Me gusta la mañana, me gustas tú. Me gusta viajar, me gustas tú. Me gusta la mañana.
All right. Repeat. Me gusta. What does it mean? I like. Repeat. La mañana. What does it mean? The morning. Repeat. Me gustas tú. What does it mean? I like you. Cool. So again, you're controlling how much of a challenge this is. For more of a challenge, just totally close your eyes or black out the screen like this so that you don't see. Last section we're going to do.
Me gustas tú. Me gusta el viento, me gustas.
All right. So let's repeat. Me gusta el viento. What does that mean? I like the wind. And repeat. This is the title of the song, and it comes back many times. Repeat. Me gustas tú. What does it mean? I like you. Okay, cool. So we're going to go back, and we're going to do it sentence by sentence this time. If this is your very first time learning Spanish, this may be a real challenge. So you may want to go back and do just the section where we're doing just the words again. If this is super easy, maybe you skip ahead where we listen to this whole chunk altogether.
Nicaragua. Me gustan los aviones, me gustas tú.
All right, so repeat. Me gustan los aviones, me gustas tú. And what does it mean?
La Habana, Cuba. Nicaragua. Me gustan los aviones, me gustas tú. Me gusta viajar, me gustas tú. Me gusta.
So repeat. Me gusta viajar, me gustas tú. What does it mean? I like to travel. I like you. The next one, repeat. Me gusta la mañana. Me gustas tú. What does it mean? I like the morning. I like you.
La mañana me gustas tú. Me gusta el viento. Me gustas tú.
So last one, repeat. Me gusta el viento. Me gustas tú.
Mañana me gustas tú. Me gusta el viento.
El viento. Yeah. Okay, cool. So depending on your level, you may want to go much slower, much faster. It's totally up to you. And if you're a teacher, you'll obviously be taking cues from your students as to whether it's too slow or too fast. Yeah, so we've learned the words, we've learned the sentences of this little section. We started with just one manageable piece. And the one thing I would add is I think it's really valuable to understand the message. It seems like it would take an extra minute, and it does take an extra minute, but oh my gosh, I learn words and grammar so much better when it's attached to something that's interesting, something that's trying to tell me something. So I'm going to make up an interpretation of just these first 4 lines here. My interpretation is that he's kind of on the line. Like he keeps saying, me gustas tú, he keeps saying, I like you, but all of the metaphors that he uses for the other stuff that he likes all have to do with travel and leaving and being flighty and the future. So I think he's, maybe a good guy, but maybe he doesn't really mean it. We don't really know. Like maybe he's going to stay, maybe he's going to go. And he's kind of just making a song about that in between space. That's the interpretation. So let's listen to it one more time. And you decide as you listen to the words, this time in Spanish if you can, if that's the meaning that you like, or if you think there's a different interpretation that speaks to you.
11 de la noche en Managua, Nicaragua. Me gustan los aviones, me gustas tú. Me gusta viajar, me gustas tú. Me gusta la mañana, me gustas tú. Me gusta el viento, me gustas tú.
Okay, very last time, we're going to go back to the regular playback speed. And we're just gonna listen to it again, and I'm gonna cover up the screen. If you're advanced enough that you've learned this whole song just in these last few minutes, then you get to have that magical moment where you're listening to it in Spanish and understanding it, and that's amazing. If you don't have that moment yet, don't worry, it will come soon, either by picking a song that's kind of more at your level, or by repeating this one until you really know it. Or going on to other parts of the song and coming back. But that's the goal. That's when you know you've really ingested it, is when you can listen to it and understand exactly what they're saying. Here we go.
11 de la noche en Managua, Nicaragua. Me gustan los aviones, me gustas tú. Me gusta viajar, me gustas tú. Me gusta la mañana, me gustas tú. Me gusta el viento, me gustas tú. Me gustas.
Cool. And it goes on from there. Enjoy. I would love to hear from y'all about what your favorite ways of learning languages through songs are. And wonderful. Have a great time. Thank you again.